Crody, turn me up. Oh, it wasn't loud enough.
Put some stank on it.
Look, man. This is Everybody Ain't Able. And we sponsored by CoStar Studios and Mag Juice. And this is the only place where you bring the topic. And it's your boy J Mac. And I'm always on point like a Sharpie.
Yo, Aunt motherfucking Banks in the building.
Your favorite homegirl, Mia.
And today we are talking about, I don't know, I don't like the way I say all that. Today we are talking about police brutality. I don't want to just go too far. I feel like they want to say something more empathetic than me. So I'm going to let them go first.
Well, I guess first we should go ahead and send out our condolences to Tyree Nichols' family, as this was a very, I don't even know the word to describe what happened. It's just very, it's nuts to me that this is what's happening today and in this time. And, for him to lose his life over nothing, essentially. But, people do what they feel. And, a lot of lame ass niggas are on the police force nowadays. And I don't know if they feel like, because I got a badge and a gun, maybe I'm big dude, big dog, I can do whatever I want to do. I don't know. I'm just not sure why that these things are acceptable at all. And I don't think any sort of force like that should ever be used in general. Like, seriously.
Yeah, because if y'all don't know, Everybody Ain't Able, we're located technically in Memphis.
Mhm.
Well, outside. Just depending on how you say it, but it's a Memphis-based podcast. That's why it's called Everybody Ain't Able. But yeah, so it kind of, I would say, affected us, but it was kind of close for us.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was some bullshit. When I seen the video, I was like, damn, like these niggas pepper spraying themselves and don't even know the fuck going on. Like I seen the video, I was like, damn, bro, like you can just tell like they was taking advantage of this shit, and then they was holding dude and then beating him and shit. I was just like, bro, this is really sad as hell. And then the fact that his parents gotta watch this shit makes it even more sad. I think the most sad thing is like they was in his mom neighborhood and he was screaming like mom and shit. Like that shit was real sad. Just sitting there watching this shit. Like I watched this shit with my mom and she was like crying and shit, and I was like, bro, because it can. That shit could have been us for like. I don't really see what he did wrong, to be honest. Like you can just tell like this shit. They made this shit like real personal though.
I'm gonna say I didn't watch the video. I don't plan on watching the video. I don't give a damn about watching it because it's just not. It's not me. I'm not that type of person to watch no shit like that. But I'm gonna also say this: like being the fact that we live in Memphis, like I've heard a story allegedly of what supposedly occurred during the situation, and I'm gonna just say it. I'm finna get out the professional shit, and I'm just keep this shit as Memphis as possible. And now, as I say this, and I say allegedly, and I keep saying allegedly, but like allegedly, dude, bitch, point blank, period. And the police officer supposedly had some type of vendetta and did what he did because apparently they was out of jurisdiction and they had no space to do it. Now, all the people who I have heard told me what happened in the video, they said it looked like it was somebody jumping a rival gang member. Now, that ain't my shit. I can't speak on it. I haven't seen the video.
Mhm.
But I think that's a lot of the reason why, like, Memphis didn't just like overly riot because I don't know if the backstory kind of slowed a lot of people down because it just sounded like some Memphis ass shit. Like I even question if what happened to dude is even police brutality because to me it feels like it's just a nigga just getting back at another nigga. He just was wearing a uniform,
Mhm.
so it ended up being called police brutality because of that.
Mhm.
Now, I don't think it's fair, but also like what I'm saying is alleged. So all of this is hypothetical. If
Mhm.
this story is hypothetically true, which I seem like mostly everybody out here acting like that, but that's just how I feel. Like, and I'm always the first to bash white people in the system. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't. I don't feel like that this had the same eerie feeling of like normal police brutality, and it's not because they black. I don't.
I kind of get what you're saying because we like here like close to it type shit.
Mm-hmm.
That shit happened in Memphis type.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying.
And we know, like, and no reason for me to like defend the police. MPT do not do their job
At
half the
all.
fucking
In
time.
the slightest. neither MPD or the county. Neither one of them do their jobs. So it's like you really just can't. We don't support that in any way, shape, or form. It's just more so like for myself, I didn't see the full video. I saw like the beginning when they pulled him out of his vehicle, and then I saw the video from the up above camera. I don't know whose camera that was. I would assume it was
That's the camera that be on the light pole.
yeah, from the light pole camera where they was just essentially holding the man and hitting the man in the face like they was just beating his ass. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Like nobody stopped. Nobody said, bro, like this is too much. Like nobody. They was all there, fully complicit in what was going on. Like so it's like at that point, it's wild to me that they were able to even get a bond at this point because you can clearly see like them niggas was adamant about doing what they was doing. Like nobody felt bad, nobody wanted to help the nigga. He done got down on the ground, did everything they asked him to do, and they still beat his ass. Like at this point, what do you do? Like where do you go from there?
I knew they was in Memphis because when I seen the first video, they pulled him out of the car. I heard dudes say, "Get out the car, for I'll blow your motherfucking ass." I was like, "Yeah, they in Memphis.
Blow your ass
That's some Memphis shit."
Nah, that's
But yeah, they don't. MPD don't do their job. We just
Mm-mm.
had last week. We had a fan come on our parking lot at my job. 5 dudes in the hell, and they broke into like 3 cars. We called the police. Police took them like 30 minutes to get there. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
I'm not even gonna say they don't do their job. I just think like petty crimes is never on the top of their list of doing shit.
Mm-mm.
Like even speeding and giving out tickets and shit. Like that's not like their hierarchy of shit. Like
Mm-mm.
they dealing with crazier shit than that, like drug buzz and all types of other shit. If you ain't doing shit too detrimental or too high on the crime rate, they not fucking with you.
Oh yeah, cause I staged to be in Memphis. No shit happened.
Memphis is the only place you can drive around fake
Memphis.
fucking tags, and they're not gonna pull you over.
Right, and you can run a fucking red light, and they send you a damn paper. Or you running the red light saying you gotta pay $50. You ain't even gotta pay that shit.
That's a lie. That's
You ain't gotta pay that
that's
shit.
definitely a lie.
How you know?
I would know because I ran one of them hoes and didn't pay it. Them bitches sent me to court for them.
For real?
I had to go to court.
They sent me 2 of them hoes. I ain't paid none of them hoes.
I guess because you're not a Tennessee resident. Your license say Mississippi.
Oh,
Maybe
right.
that's why. As a
Probably what
Tennessee
it is,
resident, they sent me a letter and was like, yeah, we finna suspend your license and you gotta go to court on X date. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Man.
So I had to pay them $100.
Oh yeah, yo as a criminal then.
I said a criminal. Oh,
I don't
my
know.
God.
I don't know how it works. I don't know. Just hearing about the whole thing, it don't feel good, and it's not supposed to hear something like that happening to somebody because it could be anybody that you know. Like, and like you said, if we're speaking on the hypothetical situation of you want to get mad because somebody was fucking your bitch, at this point, I hate to say everybody bitch getting fucked, but it happens every day, big bruh. There's no reason for you to get that angry about it that you were like, yeah, we finna find this nigga on a random day, pull him over, have no reason to do such, and we like, yeah, we finna beat his ass. It's like, wow, like you sat there and you rationalized to yourself this was a good idea, and you used your badge to do it because you could.
The fucked up part is that they probably been doing that shit.
Probably.
Like and that goes, and I think this is the problem that we have with the police, like that's like inherently okay. And that the fact that they hire people like that consistently is, I don't think the fact of the matter is like people mad about like the fact that that they like beat his ass, or like that there was more context to them beating his ass. I think it's just the fact that like police habitually do something like that.
Mhm.
Like whether if like it was black police officers or white police officers, that you consistently hire people like this. Like you hire people that have reckless abandon enough to beat a nigga ass or not to even think about another person's humanity.
Mhm.
in the process. Yeah, I understand you might be scared, you know what I'm saying? But if you a bitch, you don't need to be a police officer.
And that's usually what most of them are. You niggas ain't never been in the street, don't know what the
But how
street
would
is
they know
like.
that when you hire them? How would they know that?
You don't. I mean, and they give you for me, they say they give them a test to test like their psych to see if you're actually mentally capable to be a police officer, but I just don't see how you're mentally capable, which I mean, I guess, sociopaths, like, you could still be normal
They
and
must,
still be not right in
they
the
must
head.
be
So
easy ass tests they giving out there.
Nah, cause yeah, you down there could be a police officer like you can be a fucking firefighter. You should go through the goddamn.
They promoting that shit on TV every day.
Facebook,
Every day.
Facebook, for sure.
They even
Nah.
I've
got
seen
they even got the little cards sitting there like business and shit, like right there on the front desk.
they tell you how much you gonna make, what
Yup.
you can make when you get to certain levels,
Bonus.
bonuses, all that.
Uh,
So I mean, if you a nigga that ain't really making no money, I guess you can go be a police officer. You can start out making 50, 60 a year and be cool with it. And I guess mm,
but then again, I mean, you can't really vet the damn hiring process of the police.
no,
You can't vet the hiring process of the police because the police is based off fucking coon catching.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we
You
being
can't say that,
respect,
bro.
I'm sorry,
You gotta
fool.
say buck dancing.
My bad, but you can't say buck dance without buck dance catching. I can't say that. But you know what I'm saying? The police is based off the concept of police is literally where the Western police was to catch slaves. So like the fact that you have law enforcement and the basis of the law enforcement is from an idea that people were property is crazy.
Hmm. And this is learned behavior because I'm quite sure they saw somebody else doing it. Or they rationalized themselves like, look at what other police officers are doing, so we could probably do the same thing. Which is baffling to me that one of them got five other niggas to agree to this.
It's a
It's just,
mentality
I
though.
don't know, bro. I think they should have like a little procedure because the mine didn't have a weapon, fool. Like, what y'all need to do all that for?
They
Like,
do have a procedure. That doesn't mean that they follow it.
I know, but I'm saying though, like, it's 5 of y'all, and y'all can't get the one dude. That in the video, that man was like, "Damn, that man strong as hell." I'm like, bro, it's 5 of y'all. Like, y'all that damn weak.
Them niggas was out of breath.
That man didn't even weigh like 200 pounds, fool.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't. He was
Man,
damn near 30. So I mean, he wasn't at his peak athleticism. It was like he was fucking with an 18-year-old running around that motherfucker like Tyrone Biggums.
Like,
Look, bro,
please. I just don't think they were equipped to be police officers. Their training wasn't good enough because it just I'm just more so on the side of what was your logic behind this? Like, what did you logically think to yourself as you was doing this? What was in your mind? Like, you couldn't be that mad. Like, I mean, let's be honest. Like, you can be angry, but you that angry that y'all done sat there and y'all done beat this man to death? You know how long it takes to beat someone to death? That takes a long time. You sat there and you watched that man die. You didn't feel bad. You didn't feel sorry. All because he possibly fucked your bitch.
Because I did. What was the other reason? What was the other reason why they pulled him over?
There wasn't one.
They don't
no,
have one?
no. He said in the video, he was like, they was talking to each other after they got done beating him up or whatever. They was all talking and they cam was still on. He was like, yeah, man, he was already driving crazy. So we pulled him over and that's why we had just got on his ass like as soon as he stopped in the middle of the turning lane. But
What
that's
is
what
What?
he said.
what,
That's what
what
he
is-
said.
what
He
is
said he was
driving
He said he was driving crazy and he almost hit one of them, one of the officers. That's what one of them said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, because when they played the video on CNN, like you can hear all the audio, like everything they saying.
But that still doesn't justify the amount of brutality and
Right.
force that was used.
Yeah, what Buddy and them said, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
They story when that they said they story when they released the video, the people on CNN, they was like they story not adding up because all the stuff they saying in the video didn't add up what they were saying. Type shit.
Yeah, I just hate that it had to be like police brutality. Like, cause I feel like there was just some niggas getting back at some other niggas and they just happened to be in
Uniform.
uniform.
Hmm.
And like I said, I'm first to bash the system. I'm 100% for bashing the system. Like, and I just don't even wanna even be on the side of saying that it's not the police, it's the people. But I guess it is. It's the people that the police hire too,
Hmm.
though, and
Yeah.
that has a lot to do with the issue. So, like, with it being, oh my God, let me not say this because y'all was pissed last time I said this. With it being inherently black, that like inherently anti-black, I mean, it is gonna be in question.
But like you said, they can't really vet a person's personality because you can put on niggas. I hate to say you niggas can put on a certain persona, but motherfuckers can put on a certain persona for a while
Oh no,
before
I'm agree with you, cause
for they
niggas, hey, yeah,
they'll put on a certain
But
persona
I'm a
for a
nigga, but
while.
hey, I'm a nigga, but y'all niggas do be bullshitting these personalities and shit.
I'm gonna keep it a stack though. I don't care how cool me and you is, how much I fuck with you. If I know you a bitch, I been knew you was a bitch since the first day I met you. And if I feel like I can use you, that's fucked up. I probably did use you. But I knew you was a bitch.
Hmm.
It's just what it is. Like, I'm gonna be 100. I know a lot of other people can't tell, like, oh, he's a bitch, he's not a bitch. But no, I know for me, I can tell when you bitch ass nigga. I damn near tell whoever I'm around right after I have an encounter with you. Like,
Yeah,
I can't fuck with them. They hoes. They bitches. Period.
Well, I mean, the discourse on the internet, a lot of people that know them personally were like, yeah, these niggas relate. These niggas didn't have any sort of stature to themselves. There was nothing that stood out about them. They was just regular. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that by any means. That's by any means. But I don't know. Maybe them getting a badge made them feel a certain type of way. It made them feel like a certain caliber of nigga. I really don't know what it was supposed to do.
What they
But
say all the time, what? Make you rich. Just because you rich, that don't make you unlying.
well, they felt like because they was police officers, they could do what they did, and they did it on the clock. So I mean, at this point, like you were fully aware.
And
they
that's the
say they say you a lame nigga in a Gucci coat.
still lying. Still lying. Still, and not the good type of lying. Not the drinking champagne and strawberries for your bitch lying.
Hmm.
You more like jacking off on TV with your TV with the big screen TV.
Oh
You know,
my god.
that's weird. That's weird as hell. You that type of
I don't
lying.
know, like, and I think now, like, and it's like now, I get it. I do understand police reform, and we want the police to be different, but like, it's crazy to me how people are on the internet, and they're speaking about the fact that because they niggas, that's why they got arrested so fast. Yeah, that's why. But at least they got arrested. Like, let's just think about the plus side here. The rest of them, it took months for them to be like, oh
But
shit, like we need
but
to.
I'm gonna say this. I think it's the fact that they actually the other police was actually doing police type shit. And I feel like I feel like the story is true because like this had no policey type shit to it.
Mhm.
Like they have no merit, no Miranda. It's just not none of that's in there. Like no, li- like this is almost like a murder case. Like they try to see the motive and understand all this other. The rest of this stuff was reasoning. Like
Mhm.
they, even though the reason is not validated to us, but they had reason.
Mhm.
But like for this, you don't really have any like we don't know why they really pulled them over.
Nope.
I get what you're saying.
Like
I think you just have to like be in Memphis to understand
yeah, of course what we
though
saying.
about what
Mhm.
you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying.
Because we're not saying in other situations where a cop killed a black man or anything like that that their reasoning was justified. It never was justified. We're not saying that at all. It's just more so that at this point, being that we grew up around here, so we understand what's happening. Like these niggas was just doing some shit. Like it ain't like
Like we see this shit every day type
like
shit.
this, and it's not like we're saying like police officers be beating people up every day. We're not saying it. Niggas bat they bitch, man. These niggas be going nuts, and I be like, what? What? Logically, they find it reasonable to do these things.
If you want, man, you can take a survey right now. You can play any Memphis rapper song, and I'm gonna tell you one line that's gonna correspond. and it's going to be that every Memphis rapper has a line or some form of fashion
Alright.
that says a nigga will kill you over a bitch.
Yeah.
Literally. I don't care what side you on of that. I'm not gonna speak on that. I don't care what side you on of that. Or if you listening to poo poo them running around here, TT them dropping they shit every week. That's being said. Cause that
A lot.
is true to where we are at.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just me being a thou wow with you.
And now you're seeing it on the news in different places. It's not like you're not seeing it. Like, there are a lot of women who are dying because of a nigga, or the nigga and the bitch are dying. Like, this shit is happening every day.
Every day.
And it's been happening since the beginning of time. Like, I mean, and I hate to even say it like that, but it has. So it's like, it's very fucked up that it happened this way. And like, I hope that it would lead to some sort of police reform. But I can't even blame police at this point. It's them niggas. It's who they are. Because it was in them. It wouldn't have mattered. Like, if they didn't have a badge, I don't think they would have been able to find a nigga unless they just really put some effort into it.
No, yeah, it just would have been what is it? A homicide. Is it a homicide? Yeah,
What,
homicide.
homicide? They
It
would
would be a
just...
homicide.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would have been just a regular homicide. And then, it wouldn't, and I hate to say it wouldn't get as much light as it is now. It would not. If it was just a bunch of regular niggas that killed that man, it would not get as much light and as much media attention as it does right now.
Because they got the uniforms on,
Mhm.
and like whether like I said, like the fact of the matter is, like, and I hate to bring these situations up, but like they technically the police officer had a reason to pull George Floyd over and do what he did according to law, because whatever he did with the fake money or whatever. Now it's not justified to us, no.
Mm-mm.
Same thing with Trayvon Martin. The whoever was at the store said he stole or whatever. Like, technically he had reason or whatever. Now, do we agree?
We don't agree with them
No.
killing them, no.
No, we don't. We don't.
Because
But
it would be the same difference if somebody else stole something. You would want some sort of action to happen because they stole it. Like, we're not, and it's like, I think people tend to miss that part when you're speaking on that, because they're more so focused on the fact that this person has been killed because of it. We're not saying that it's right that they killed them. We're not saying that at all.
Never.
I don't think people should be able to kill other people in any standpoint just because you're a police officer. Now, given if your life is being threatened, I can completely understand. It's either me or you. That's fully understandable. But if your life is not being threatened, I don't see why you would feel comfortable enough to kill people. I don't see how people can be police officers, because, like, you're literally trained to shoot at any given point in time. So it's like, if anybody steps you the wrong way and you feel threatened, whatever that may be, and need I mind you, everybody's feeling of being threatened is different. Nobody's is the same. So it's like, if you feel threatened, you can shoot at any given point in time. Like, do y'all not see how wild that is, that you're giving someone, a random motherfucker off the street, the right to kill someone if they feel threatened in any way, shape, or manner?
Because you don't got to have a degree to be a police officer, do it?
No, you do not.
Nah, you don't.
You do not. You could be a regular, as long as you are not a felon or a past criminal, you can be a police officer.
So you can be a police officer like straight out of high school type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go to the
Shit crazy.
You can go to the academy, and then you can become a police officer.
You know age limit on that shit? Oh, I'm pretty sure it is, but
What do you mean by age limit?
like
No.
to be a police officer.
I don't think so, no.
What the fuck?
Nah, probably but 18 older.
You have to be at least, I believe you have to be at least 18. I don't think you
What
have.
the fuck?
That's why I'm saying, like, it doesn't make sense to me that you have to be 21 to drink, but you can be 18 to go buy a gun.
You know that for a fact.
That is nuts. That this is the way our country works. You have to be 21 to drink, but you can go buy a gun today and you can shoot it at anybody if you feel like it. It is in Tennessee. Do you have to have a license in Mississippi to carry?
I don't know. I don't flow with guns. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Don't get me lying.
I don't think you have you have to have a license to carry in Mississippi. You can get one, but you don't have to have it. I don't believe. I don't think you have to have it in Tennessee either. So it's like, you really could just go buy it off the street, and if you feel like a nigga threatening you, or a white man, white woman, anybody, you can just shoot them, and it's cool. It's normal. Mm-hmm. Like, other countries don't even let people buy guns. They don't even let people do this type of stuff.
You can't have a gun in New York neither. In New York, got Millie Rock.
You can't, like, that's a law?
Yeah, that's why they be stabbing folks in New York. They not supposed to have guns.
Huh.
New York gun laws are harsh, but you gotta remember, New York got that disabled population of people. So like, a straight bullet in New York is extremely dangerous.
Very.
It's not like a straight bullet in Memphis is dangerous, but like if we just went outside and shot that hoe right now, like nothing. New York, you go out there and shoot that hoe right now, trouble.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. I just think we need to do something about. I mean, really, ain't nothing we can do about changing people's character because this is stuff that be inbred in them. You can't change people from who they are.
Yep.
So
Well,
it's like I would love to see some police reform, and I would love for things to be different, and for the police officers to not be as brutal as they are. It's crazy that everybody is afraid of them. You don't want to get pulled up because you don't want to deal with the bullshit. You don't.
Shit,
And
at this point, you get pulled over, you just got to get out the car and just lay on the ground.
man, and I just don't think it's fair to think that like, well, I know as black people, I know I'm scared every time the police pull me over, regardless of whatever the situation is. But like, it's just so hard for somebody to be like, you need to reform police when we literally went our entire life of like knowing that the police is supposed to be here to protect and serve, but all they do is really kind of
the
scare
complete
you.
opposite.
Like every time you get pulled over, it's something negative. I don't know nothing positive about the police.
Yeah.
Period.
They always.
I wait fuck with folks and look. This Everybody Ain't Able. You know, we're sponsored by CoStar Studios and the Bag Juice. And this is the only place where you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. And this your boy J Mac. You know I'm always on point like a Sharpie.
And motherfucking Banks in the building.
Your favorite homegirl, Mia.
And we all know we just gonna take a little toast to everybody not being able to say what they want to say. And we out.
I need someone to help me, help me. I know that you can't feel me, feel me. When you meet the real me, it's something that you can't see, can't see. I need someone to help me, help me. I know that you can't feel me, feel me. When you meet the real me, it's something that you can't see.